Let's move on with our program. The Child Protection Network Foundation is pleased to be partnering with the Consuelo Zobel Alger Foundation in championing causes that are important and relevant to the changing times, especially that of child protection. To learn more about this partnership, let us hear from Dr. Mariella S. Castillo, a pediatrician and public health professional by training. Doc Yella is the Managing Director of Consuelo Zobel Alger Foundation, bringing with her a cross-sectoral lens to child protection with her vast experience in many areas, including the academe. She has managed the operations of the Child Protection Unit at the Philippine General Hospital, where she has worked extensively with children referred for child abuse evaluation. She has co-written protocols and guidelines on child maltreatment, and Doc Yella has also developed and managed the first comprehensive child maltreatment database for service and research in Asia. Folks, let us all welcome Dr. Mariella Castillo.
Thank you, Tara. Morning. I have the honor of joining you all today on behalf of Consuelo Zobel Alger Foundation. It's an organization that has long-standing ties, both with the Philippine General Hospital Child Protection Unit, as well as with the Child Protection Network. 25 years ago, Consuelo's Patty Lions was at PGH for the launch of the Child Protection Unit. And Consuelo and the PGH Child Protection Unit have kept warm relations ever since. Consuelo contributed to the renovation of that one room, PGH CPU, and in 2020 provided support so that the unit could stay COVID-19 compliant and continue serving abused children throughout the pandemic. Consuelo also supported the Child Protection Network. And we have seen how the following of Ako Para sa Bata has grown from its early beginnings in 2003. Consuelo shares the network's advocacy to build the evidence base for practice in child protection by supporting research such as the Evidence for Better Lives study by the University of Cambridge together with the Global Partnership to End Violence Against Children, and also built on the support of UNICEF for the conduct of the National Baseline Study on Violence Against Children in the Philippines. We also support improving the services for children and their families by capacity building efforts such as the competency enhancement training for family court judges and the justice system, as well as trauma-informed care for service providers. So in 2010, Consuelo Foundation was recognized as the Child Protection Network's most valuable partner, and we remain committed to that partnership. We will continue working with the Child Protection Network towards establishing CPUs where there are none. These close ties have allowed us to witness together both the peaks and the valleys of child protection work. And one of the peaks that we are celebrating today is the 25th year anniversary of the PGH CPU. As you heard earlier, this is very close to my heart, having worked there for over 12.5 years, with the last 8 of which was as the Associate Director under Bernie's very able and very inspiring leadership. Congratulations, dear Bernie, for the most recent feather in your cap. But of course, Bernie will be the very first to say that this is not a personal accolade, but a success for the child protection community acting as one. Truly, addressing child abuse requires deliberate and consolidated action across several disciplines and sectors. In fact, across the whole of society. During these highs, the child protection community catalyzes the movement to rise. No different from, as Bernie would say, how yeast would to dough. Having worked alongside many of you here for several years, today feels like I'm speaking before family. Rather than a more formal welcome, please indulge me in taking this opportunity to pause and reflect on the past 2.5 decades and our way forward. Most of you will surely agree with me that we are at a crucial inflection point. At no other time in recent history have we collectively felt the world close in on us as much as it has in the past 3 years. The world has indubitably changed, and it is incumbent upon us to think about what this means for our work as child protection advocates. There's no better prompt than "Ako para sa bata." I am for the child. To my mind, our mission as child protection advocates at this point is twofold. First, it has always been to stand for our children and to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Second, it has come to mean something slightly bigger, to celebrate the good that all children have continued to represent during these increasingly uncertain times. The world has changed so much, and yet children perceive everything as though its beauty has remained unbroken. The look that they have the morning after the fever has subsided, the smile of satisfaction that they make after the first full meal that they've had in days, or the delightful chatter that comes with the first time they hold another child's hand to play. These have not changed. Always, they see the world with earnestness and hope undiminished. In our line of work, I consider it a privilege to choose to see the world through the eyes of children. Their capacity to drown the uncertainty of the future with the grace of the present moment is indeed where hope truly springs eternal. We live by our foundress, Consuelo Alger's reminder to give hope where there is none and to renew hope where it has been lost. This guidance has always shaped the work of Consuelo Foundation. During these most uncertain times, we have been able to continue our mission to do little things with great love, foremost because our wellspring of hope is deeper than what we will ever give. Here's to 25 years and more of standing for children and for celebrating the hope that they personify. Bernie has demonstrated the extent of what can be done in our child protection advocacy, and as a genuine ambassador of hope and resilience for children, she paves the way and will continue to pave the way for our community. Congratulations again, Bernie and the child protection community, at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.